Hey guys, Matty Gazelle here, back with more NFL picks for week number 8. I'm so sorry for not doing the picks last week. Funny enough, I was actually ready to sit down and record those, but then something came up, and then boom, I just forgot about it. So yeah, week 7 is a scratch. Sorry about that. This is all just for fun anyway. I'm not really keeping track of how well I'm doing, but yeah, so let's just see what week 8 has to offer. Thursday Night Football tonight. I'm recording this midday on Thursday. We have the Redskins visiting the Vikings and Skull Vikings. I love my Vikings, and they're playing. After the week 4 loss to the Bears, I was so just football depressed. I didn't want to listen to any podcasts, want to watch any videos. The Vikings were a mess, specifically on offense. They just had no chemistry. And then his receivers were calling him out, like Stephon Diggs and Thielen, saying he just need to throw the ball. Just throw the ball, man. And it was just a depressing time as a Vikings fan because you just thought the whole season would be a wash. But since then, they have been on a tear. The last 3 games, they've scored 108 points. Kirk Cousins has the current highest NFL QB rating in the league. And I never at one point said, hey, you guys needed to be this amazing, but they are. They've played some pretty mediocre defenses during that stretch, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves. But all the same, finding some good balance at Dalvin Cook on the offense with their receivers. And I think that this is a great game for Cousins to shine in spotlight on Thursday Night Football against his former team. I don't think most of the NFL fan base is excited for this game, but I am because it'd be fun to see Peterson, Keenum, and everyone under the same roof again. It's kind of an interesting scenario. So that's Thursday Night Football. On to Sunday, we have the Seahawks at the Falcons. Easy. Seahawks are mad. They lost that game to the Ravens. It's a really good game. It was pretty close for a while, and then the Ravens pulled away. They're going to a Falcons team that just traded Sanu, I believe, Mohamed Sanu. I think they traded him away. They're 1-5 or 1-6. I can't remember what. I think it's 1-6. And really bad team right now. Matt Ryan's hurt. He probably won't play this game. I think he has a high ankle sprain. Easy game for the Seahawks. I think they take care of business. They get back on the rebound, and they'll end up at 6-2 after this week. Chargers at Bears. Chargers coming off of one of the most bizarre and I can only imagine frustrating losses as a Chargers fan. Why did they run the ball with Melvin Gordon at the 1? It was first and goal, and they had 30 seconds left on the clock. They could have at least just taken a few shots throwing, and worst case scenario, kick the field goal. If 3 attempts passing it doesn't work. But no, they run with Melvin Gordon, and he fumbles the ball. So, the Chargers are having one of those seasons again, but the Bears are also having a bad season. Mitch Trubisky is not the answer at quarterback. I think it's clear now. The Bears will be looking for a quarterback this next season. I guarantee it. I don't think they have any faith in Trubisky at the moment. I think the Chargers are due for a win. They've been losing a lot of these games, but this is a very vulnerable Bears team. The one good thing about the Bears, it's at Chicago, and their defense is still good, but their offense just can't do anything. And I think that's the issue here. And I think the Chargers will win a game. And sorry, Bears fans, but the Chargers will win there, my opinion. Giants at Lions. Lions coming off of a 3-game losing streak to the Packers, the Vikings, and I think the Chiefs. They're not a bad football team, but they just can't seem to get over the hump and win. They're pretty competitive, though, in every game they play, and they're welcoming a Giants team that not a bad Giants team. I think Daniel Jones is a pretty good quarterback, actually. I think he's proved to everyone he's actually pretty capable. Only issue is their team as a whole is not that great. Specifically, their defense is kind of poop, and their offensive line isn't that great. But they have a great running back and some decent receiving options. So this should be a really close game. I'm going to go Lions. I think you can only lose so many close games in a row before you get a win. I think the Lions at home, once again, they will get the win against the Giants. It'll be a good game, though. Jets at Jaguars. Man, I feel bad for Sam Darnold. The ghosts in the pocket thing that was kind of going viral the past couple days. I think he's the kind of quarterback that it's not going to affect him. He seems like a very good head on his shoulders kind of player, but Man, this is a game between two teams I just don't have a whole lot of confidence in. I like Sam Darnold better than Gardner Minshew. I do think Minshew's an okay quarterback, considering he was a sixth-round pick. And it is at Jaguars. I'm going to go Jaguars because they have a little bit more to play for, trying to keep pace in their division. And I think at home they'll just get the job done. Leonard Fournette's playing pretty well this year, too. Next, we have the Bengals at Rams. I am in a survivor pool where I have to pick a team every week to win, and I'm still in it. And I think I'm going to pick the Rams this week because the Bengals are putrid. They are really bad right now, specifically their offense. Can't run the ball worth a darn. Can't protect Andy Dalton. And the Rams are kind of finding their groove again. All you have to do is go fight Atlanta, and you'll find your groove again because they did not look that great the past few weeks until last week where they just laid it on the Falcons in every way. Todd Gurley is seeing some action again. And I think coming back home to play a bad Bengals team, yeah, it's a good recipe for success. Going Rams there. Buccaneers at Titans. Two teams I care nothing about, and I don't know who's the better team in here. This is a coin flip game. I'll go Buccaneers because I don't trust Ryan Tannehill. Not a lot to say about that game. Eagles at Bills. This is a crucial game for the Eagles. They have been losing a lot, and in order for them to even try to keep pace in their division with the Cowboys, they're going to need to win this game, but that is easier said than done because the Bills have a fantastic defense. The one benefit the Eagles have, though, their biggest weakness is they can't stop deep plays, like passing plays. And Josh Allen, that's not really his strong suit. He can throw the ball super deep. He's got a cannon for an arm, but he's not accurate. But he can run the ball. He can make up for some of his deficiencies. And I think Josh Allen will get better as his career progresses. But I do think the desperation of the Eagles will win this game. I never underestimate how desperation can affect a game. And the Eagles really need a win. The Bills obviously would really like a win, but they don't need it as bad as the Eagles. And I think Carson Wentz will get the leg up on Josh Allen in this game. Broncos at Colts. Interesting matchup in the sense that the Broncos are terrible on offense. If anyone saw it was either Monday Night Football or it was Thursday Night Football, one of the two, it was the game where Patrick Mahomes got hurt. So Joe Flacco couldn't do anything on offense. And they're going to a Colts team that is firing on all cylinders right now. They just beat the Texans in a close game. They're going to be feeling themselves, riding high. It's in Indianapolis. I'm going to go with the Colts here, and I don't think it'll be close. I think the Colts are a good team right now. Cardinals at Saints. This might be the first week we get Drew Brees back to replace Teddy Bridgewater. But they have a bye the week after this, so there's always a chance they just say, hey, Drew, just take this week off. We have a bye next week to get you back into the first team reps and stuff. And then we'll hit you right after the bye. So I would not be surprised if Teddy Bridgewater ends up playing this game because he's 5-0 as their starter. And I'm not saying he's better than Drew Brees, but why not just play it safe? You know, you're playing an okay Cardinals team in New Orleans. I think the Saints will win this game. I think they're the more veteran, balanced strength team. The Cardinals have been playing pretty well though. I think they've won 3 in a row. They're 3-1, which is pretty impressive. Most people didn't think they would be any good this year, but they're playing pretty well. Panthers at Niners. This is probably one of the better games of the week. The Niners are still undefeated at 7. Is it 7-0? I think it's 7-0. And they're welcoming a Panthers team that is basically being led by Christian McCaffrey. The dude is a beast. Next to Dalvin Cook, I think those are the two best running backs in the NFL by far. This should be a really good game. I think the Niners are going to go 16-0 this year? No, I don't. They're a really good team. No disrespect to Niners fans. I think they're a really good team. I don't see them as a 16-0 team because that rarely ever happens. Only 2 teams have ever gone 16-0 in NFL history. So, that being said, I think this is the first loss the Niners will get. I think it'll be a really close game. Go ahead. I think you can call this an upset pick. but I think the Panthers will surprise the Niners. Could go either way. This would be a really good game. But yeah, I think the Niners will lose their first game here. Next, we have Raiders at Texans. Raiders got kind of smacked around a bit in Green Bay. No big sin there. It's tough to win in Green Bay. But they played pretty well on offense. It's defensively, they played pretty poorly. And they're going to a Texans team that just coming off of a close loss to the Colts. They're going to be upset. They're going back home to their stadium. I think the Texans will win this game. Deshaun Watson is amazing. Derek Carr is really good too, but I just think the Texans, outside of their offensive line, which is not that great, should win this game. It'll be close though. This is another good game. Next we have Browns at Patriots. What can you say, man? The Patriots have a legitimate shot to go 16-0. And I know no one wants to hear that, and do I think it'll happen? Man, it's tough to say any team will go undefeated because that's so rare. Even the Patriots have only done it once, and they're only one of two teams to ever do it. I gotta believe that Patriots will take care of business here handedly. There's a strange stat going on around there, which is actually kind of cool. Bill Belichick's first NFL win as a head coach was for the Browns against the Patriots, and if he wins today as a head coach of the Patriots over the Browns, it'll be his 300th win as a coach. Isn't that crazy? Weird how that stuff sort of works out. But, so yeah, with that scenario in mind, the Patriots should handle business here. The Browns, on their best day, could hang with them, I think. But they're just so inconsistent, I don't see it happening. Packers at Chiefs. So Packers are rolling. I don't think they're as good of a team as everyone thinks. I just think it's Aaron Rodgers playing at what Aaron Rodgers does. He carries teams. And I'm not saying Matt LaFleur is a bad coach, but they're over the McCarthy years. As a Vikings fan, I saw this close-handedly because I watched the division games every year. And I always got the sense that McCarthy was a pretty bad coach, but it was just Aaron Rodgers playing so well that it masked all of McCarthy's issues. And eventually they realized that McCarthy was holding Aaron Rodgers down, and now he's gone. But is LaFleur any better? I don't know. I haven't really seen enough. Yeah, so they smacked a bad Raiders team at home. The Vikings did that too. People need to pump the brakes a little bit. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers is amazing. I will never argue that, and he's playing great. But I just don't think the team as a whole is really if Aaron Rodgers ever has a bad game, or just a kind of okay game, this team's in trouble. You let the Raiders score some points on you at home. A little concerning if you ask me. But they're going to a Chiefs team that obviously no Mahomes. I think they'll put up a better fight than people think. This will be a kind of close game. I'm going to go Packers just because I don't trust whoever the Chiefs have as their backup. But I think it'll be a closer game. I think they'll play tough at home in the absence of Mahomes. Monday Night Football, a depressing game for Monday Night Football. We have the Dolphins at Steelers. Two teams. I'll be honest, I probably won't watch this game. I don't care if it's a primetime Monday Night Football game. This is bad. The Dolphins, still no wins, and a Steelers team that I don't care about. I'm not a Steelers guy. Go Steelers. You win the game. Dolphins aren't winning Monday Night Football in the spotlight at the Steelers' home turf. So, those are my Week 8 NFL picks. I hope you guys enjoyed, and sorry for missing last week, and leave your own thoughts down below. So, until next time, this has been Mighty Gazelle, hoping you all have a mighty day. See you guys.